Truth is a cornerstone of leadership, or is it? The relationship between truth and leadership is often more complex than it appears. The public often grapples with this question, trying to discern the true nature of their leaders' words and actions. What constitutes honesty in a leader? Is it merely about being factually correct? Or does it encompass a broader spectrum of integrity and transparency? Is it about factual accuracy? Can a leader be considered truthful if they occasionally bend the facts to fit a narrative? Or is it about something more? Perhaps it's about the intention behind the words, the authenticity that resonates with the public. For some, it's about a perceived genuineness, a leader who tells it like it is without sugarcoating or evasion. Donald Trump's presidency ignited this debate, bringing the issue of truth in leadership to the forefront of public discourse. His supporters found his blunt style refreshing, a break from the polished, often evasive rhetoric of traditional politicians. His detractors saw it as brash and untruthful, a dangerous departure from the norms of political communication. This difference in perception underscores the complexity of truth in the political arena, highlighting how deeply personal and subjective the concept of truth can be. Donald Trump's economic policies resonated with a significant portion of the population. His promises of economic revival and job creation struck a chord with many Americans who felt left behind. His focus on tax cuts, deregulation, and American jobs struck a chord. By reducing corporate taxes, he aimed to stimulate business investments and growth, which he believed would lead to more job opportunities. Supporters viewed these policies as a return to prosperity. They believed that cutting red tape and reducing government intervention would unleash the potential of American businesses. They saw Trump as a businessman who understood the economy. His background in real estate and business gave him credibility in the eyes of those who wanted a leader with practical experience. They believed he could bring back jobs and revitalize industries. Many blue-collar workers felt that Trump's policies would restore manufacturing jobs that had been lost to globalization and automation. His direct approach, while sometimes controversial, appealed to those who felt ignored by previous administrations. His straightforward manner and promises of economic reform resonated with voters who were frustrated with the status quo. Trump's economic policies, regardless of one's stance on them, tapped into a desire for change and economic security. For many, his vision represented a break from traditional politics and a hope for a more prosperous future. The immigration was another defining issue of the Trump presidency. He took a hardline stance, promising to build a wall and increase border security. This resonated with voters concerned about illegal immigration. They saw Trump as a leader willing to take action. They appreciated his clear and unwavering message. The issue of immigration is complex and emotionally charged. Trump's approach, while divisive, appealed to those seeking strong measures and border control. Media representation and the perception of honesty. The media plays a powerful role in shaping public perception. Through various channels like television, newspapers, and online platforms, the media influences how people view the world around them. Donald Trump's relationship with the media was tumultuous, to say the least. His presidency was marked by constant clashes with journalists and news outlets. He frequently labeled critical coverage as fake news. This term became a hallmark of his administration, used to discredit unfavorable reports. His supporters often echoed this sentiment. They believed that the media was unfairly targeting Trump and misrepresenting his actions and policies. They viewed the media as biased against Trump. This perception was reinforced by the constant barrage of negative news stories. This created a divide, with each side distrustful of the other. On one hand, there were those who saw Trump as a victim of media bias. This distrust fueled the perception of Trump as either a truth-teller battling a biased media or a manipulator of facts. The media's portrayal of Trump and his counter-narratives led to a polarized public, each side firmly entrenched in their beliefs. Directness and business acumen, Trump's perceived strengths. Donald Trump's supporters often cite his directness and business acumen as evidence of his honesty. They appreciated his willingness to speak his mind, even if it challenged political correctness. They saw his business background as an asset, believing he brought a deal-making mentality to the presidency. Trump's blunt style, while off-putting to some, resonated with those who valued plain-spoken language and a break from traditional political rhetoric. The impact of belief, Trump's supporters, and political discourse. The belief in Donald Trump's honesty had a significant impact on political discourse. His supporters remained loyal, often dismissing critical reports as biased or false. This created a polarized environment where dialogue became difficult. Trump's presidency highlighted the power of belief and the challenges of bridging divides in a hyper-partisan era. Understanding why some found him truthful is crucial to navigating these divisions and fostering productive political conversations.